Donald Trump's plan to implement tariffs on Canada is facing backlash from within his own party in what would be a stunning rebuke of the president's authority to implement tariffs on Canada. But before we look at that, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with someone who's into politics, and comment down below. Let me know what you think about this story. So let's head on over here to Mediaite, where it says Trump calls out 4 disloyal GOP senators by name for defiant tariff pushback in blistering Liberation Day barrage. Trump called out 4 high-ranking GOP senators in a blistering online barrage early Wednesday, piling pressure on those tempted to push back against his impending tariffs against Canada. Senator Tim Kaine introduced a resolution to terminate the emergency declaration, and while the vote is largely symbolic, several Republican deflections would carry political weight. Senators Suzanne Collins and Rand Paul have expressed support for Kaine's motion, with Collins calling the tariffs a huge mistake. In a fiery Truth Social post Wednesday, the same day his new tariff regime is set to come into play, the president lashed out at 4 ranking Republican senators, Mitch McConnell, Paul Collins, and Lisa Murkowski, for wavering on his plan. Trump accused the lawmakers of playing with the lives of the American people and aligning with radical left Democrats and drug cartels. Trump didn't hold back, accusing the dissenting Republicans accusing them of exposing the weakness of certain Republicans and imploring voters to contact these senators and get them to finally adhere to Republican values and ideals. He wrote this long thing that I'm not going to read. So, wow, oh wow. Donald Trump facing deflections from his own party a few months into his administration on his plan to implement blanket 20% tariffs. And really what this shows is the Republican Party's complete inability to govern, even when they have everything that you could have in the White House, in Congress, and in the Senate. And all we have to do is look no further than the Senate being shut down for the rest of the week, with the Republicans not voting on any bills because Speaker Mike Johnson threw a hissy fit over Republican deflections on a bill that was spearheaded by Anna Paulina Luna that would have disallowed members who have recently become new parents to vote remotely in the Senate, with Speaker Johnson calling it unconstitutional, but ultimately enough Republicans joined Democrats to vote down that bill. So what we're seeing here is that Donald Trump does not have all of his ducks in a row in the Republican Party. And given the very slim margins that exist currently in the House and Senate, this could be a political liability for the Republicans. If they are not able to get significant portions of their agenda passed while retaining the trifecta of power, the American people may look at that inability to govern and they may vote Democrat in the upcoming 2026 midterms, just like they did in 2018 after Donald Trump was elected in 2016 and inaugurated in 2017, where Nancy Pelosi, in fact, took control of the Speaker of the House because of how unsatisfied the American people were with the Trump administration's and the Republican Party in general ability to govern. So what we're seeing here is a complete lack of a plan, a complete lack of any strategy that the Republican Party has for you and your family. And really, all they want to do is go fast and break stuff and shoot first and ask questions later. Deport first and ask questions later. Tariff first and ask questions later. Cut social services first and ask questions later, with no real coherent vision for the American people. And the American people see this. The American people are paying attention. Look no further than the results in the Wisconsin special election last night, where despite Elon Musk's best efforts, the Republicans were not able to take control of the Wisconsin Supreme Court, showing that our democracy and our elections and your vote, as a matter of fact, does still matter. And that if you are not happy with the current trajectory of our American government, you're going to have a chance to let that be known. An election near you very, very soon. And MAGA and the Republicans should be very, very scared based on what's been going down these last few days and the momentum that the Democrats are picking up, and really a complete lack of the American people being satisfied with the current trajectory of the government. And it doesn't seem like Donald Trump and the Republicans are going to be able to just switch it up on the drop of a hat, because again, they don't have any strategies. They don't have any plans to make the middle class better or to uplift the people who need the help the most in this country. They want to take things away from those people to give to the rich, and the American people are just not down with it. And these Republican senators who are standing up to Trump's idea of blanket 20% tariffs, they are on the right side of history. And Donald Trump's tariffs will go down as being one of the most disastrous things that has ever happened to the American economy, and one of the most disastrous things that has ever happened to the middle class and homeowners who are simply looking for any relief on high prices and inflation that has persisted despite Donald Trump's repeated promises during the 2024 campaign to end inflation and bring down prices that he is now raising with his unnecessary tariff trade war, that thankfully these Republicans are clear-eyed enough to speak out against. That's all I got for you guys in this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Peace.